Hey everyone, welcome to Hope for Survival. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to the new subscribers. Appreciate you following along on this journey, and hope all's going well for everyone with all the craziness that's going around in America and around the world right now. And was actually outside doing some work, flipping my garden this year, so have a lot of work to do there. New mulch and fencing and post and things of that nature, and all time consuming, and trying to fit it into everything else. But I came inside to grab a drink of water, and as a retiree, I check the stock market. And needless to say, I probably should not have checked the stock market today. So, down about 2,000 points right now, and add that to what it was down yesterday. So we're looking at about a 5-6% loss in 48 hours. It's concerning. And I guess there's numerous ways you can look at the market and all that. But while I was outside, I was giving thought to some things that have been ongoing. And early this morning, I was skimming through titles on some of the podcasters that I follow and listening to some of the information they were passing along. And the compilation of all of it just kind of was weighting my mind down. So I stopped by to chat for a few minutes on a video to share with you. And the point of this video is focus, focus, focus. The world is not flat. It's not square. And we're in some tough times right now, if you haven't figured that out. I shared with you in another video and on some of the other Hope for Survival platforms a trend that's going on right now amongst people who are into preparedness. And earlier this week, I took a quick journey down and back to visit my dear friends at Carolina Readiness Supply, just chat with them some, and kind of get their feelings on some things that I'm seeing. And it saddened me to hear them share how business is so slow right now, and that folks um, uh, folks who were preparing have lagged off on that, and that's really concerning when you look at so many things that are going on involving our country and within our country, at home and abroad. Uh, we we potentially uh, were beefing up our staging up equipment for potential conflict in the Middle East with Iran. We have ongoing issues still in Eastern Europe and Ukraine, and the ongoing baiting out in the Pacific with China and Taiwan, and the post-election transition of the military, U.S. military, out of the DEI phase and focusing on fitness and warfighting capability, and on and on and on. We were already facing extremely high prices in grocery stores, and if you go in a grocery store, I'm a people watcher, and not just feeling the pain of what $50 or $100 doesn't buy you now, but it's watching families with children go through a grocery store and seeing the pain they're enduring, trying to feed their families. Last week, at our one of our local, actually two of our local stations for fuel, the price of gasoline went up 30 cents in 24 hours, setting still under $3. So I'm sure it's much higher in other places around the country. So you add those high prices with now what is going to be the ramifications of the tariffs, and I'm not opposed to the tariffs. The playing field must be equal or balanced in some way, to make it fair to American taxpayers and American consumers. And it goes on and on and on. The exorbitant cost of a failing healthcare system. Reports around the country of people driving on interstates and coming on bridges and finding big holes in the bridges where the infrastructure is failing. Whether it's intended or not is not the point. It's public safety and so forth. So, folks ask, well, when is it going to get better? Well, there is no answer to that. And so many people who were into preparedness, they put all their eggs in one basket. And these are folks who are both Christian and non-Christian. But they're putting all their eggs in one basket, and they develop this mental theory that Trump was the fixer-all to all the problems, where so many problems are at the local levels and the state levels, and many of these problems and issues in local politics and state politics, oftentimes these issues never make it to the top. The ongoing threat of ISIS-K within the United States, who has outwardly spoken that they are going to attack the United States at some point. I've heard reports from credible individuals that they have not even been able to get this information to the top yet, that they have briefed elected officials who basically hear it and turn their heads. So if you are one of those individuals who have stopped preparing for whatever reason, financial, you're burnout, as many of us go through a burnout phase and have to take breaks, if your reasoning is you are uh, you are holding out because you think that the federal government and the current elected president is going to uh, wave the magic wand and throw some fairy dust out into the air and it's all going to go uh, in the direction of everything's going to get fixed overnight, you're sadly mistaken. So, um, if you're saying to yourself that the government is going to fix it and make it better, well, ask yourself how many elected officials have been serving in the federal government for over 20 years, some approaching 50 years. Who got us in this mess to begin with? So if you can do that deduction and figure out the answer to it, then ask yourself, why are you holding out that that same group of people are going to be the ones that fix the problem? Have you not noticed the the hard division between political parties and the hard division in directions that political parties want to take this country one side or the other, which has rolled downhill, and the hatred amongst American people that is politically, mostly politically driven in ideology. Look at the hatred. I I never thought I could say this, but um, sometimes it's an embarrassment to be an American when you look at the things that are happening in our country between Americans because of the hate over other individuals. When I was a young kid in elementary school, um, we didn't have a whole lot. And when I would visit my grandfather on Sundays would give me $5 to buy my lunch through the week. I know it's hard to believe $5 went that far. And another individual uh, noticed on Mondays that I paid with a $5 bill. So this individual, back in the days, on your way from the classroom to the lunchroom, you had to go through the bathroom in line and everyone washed their hands. Well, this individual would wait in the bathroom for me and would beat me up and take my $5. I'm not telling you this story for boo-hoo. Why I'm telling you this story is on a much, much larger scale. Think of it this way. Countries around the world and entities within our government have been beating us up on Monday morning, and they're taking all of our money. And Elon Musk has caught the bully and has put a stop to it. And now Elon Musk, in an effort of identifying all these entities and the hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars, is saying, we've put a stop to it and we're going to give this money back to its rightful owners. That's simplified. And there are many people in this country who now want to beat Elon Musk up because he has identified the bullies and is trying to put a stop to the fraud and the theft that's been going on. Does that not sound pretty simple to you? I find it very simple to understand, and I can appreciate and respect it. And I'm thankful for it. And I know there's individuals who are losing jobs, and that I hate. But I can tell you, having worked in the federal government on different levels in Department of Defense for 40 years, there are many, many, many avenues of waste that needed to stop. And we're talking now the whole federal government and not just one. All right. We have given a blank check as taxpayers to the federal government with our money our entire lives. And they've taken portions of our earned income and put it into an account for us for when we retire. And now we hear stories of that account is going bankrupt. And you say, well, how can it go bankrupt if so many people have been paying into it for their future retirement? Well, it's because those who have been taking the money have been spending it in unauthorized locations, giving to those who didn't pay into it exorbitant amounts of money as non-payers, and many of our retirees are having to live on a monthly check that in many places won't even cover a month's rent. And yet there's individuals in this country who are attacking Elon Musk as the bully, and they're going after his business entities. It's embarrassing. But the worse than that is the mindset and the mentality of these individuals that they have so much hatred within them for whatever reason that they would attack other individuals out of jealousy, hate, and trying to destroy them. Okay? And this is not getting better. It's going to continue to escalate. Okay? And at some point, the individuals on the right are likely going to say, enough's enough. It's kind of like walking a dog on a leash, and you push the button and the leash extracts out, and the dog can run wherever. And when the dog gets near something, or you want to tighten the leash, then you rein in the puppy by shortening the leash. Well, I do believe that day is coming. How far out, I don't know. But the current path that we are on as a nation continues to get worse. The problem areas are expanding, and there are no apparent solutions that we are seeing. And it all comes back to community. And I see and read, and you've probably heard it as well, even podcasters online who are sharing information. Many of them are preparedness podcasters, and they can't even focus on preparedness because they're being attacked for the messages that they're putting out on their podcast. People attacking them, hatred, podcasters attacking other podcasters. It's nuts. But the point is focus, okay? Don't keep your eyes open. When you go in the grocery store, keep an eye on items that are, I've noticed it more in the last month, supplies, areas, certain items that you can only buy a couple of, or the shelves are not stocked. The trucks can't get it in, certain type items. Maybe look through your shopping list and start looking at things that are needs versus wants, and take the money that you save by only buying needs and start buying some extra food to put away, because rainy days are here and the storm is only going to get worse, and you can take that for what it's worth. But the proof is in the pudding, and there are more and more indicators out there that the division within our country is growing. It is harder and harder for the availability of food to feed the people. There's more and more people unemployed who likely did not have a nest egg to cover them for a very long period of time, and their situations are going to get worse. So I hate coming here and being a Debbie Downer, especially on a beautiful Friday. But I just wanted to share with you what I'm seeing and share some thoughts to you. And at this time, the market is down 2,050. So I think it's time to go back and dig some more holes, plant some more bushes, a couple more elderberry, and some more berry bushes. So give it some thought. If you've got a place you can do it, I would encourage you to plant some fruits, something that will grow. Growing a garden and growing fruits, berries. It's not as easy as Lego blocks, and it takes work, effort, a little bit of education, understanding, because all these things that you could have been investing in to grow will help offset these prices. Okay, you may have the money, and buying these items at exorbitant prices may not be a problem to you, but just remember there's no guarantee those items are going to be there when all your money can afford it. So you know the drill. So if you like this video, please hit like. If you have not subscribed, please consider doing so and share this message. Wake up as many people as you possibly can. I know it gets tiring continually trying to tell people that they really need to prepare, but this might be the time that you share that message that will wake them up. It is very, it gets very tiring to continue to tell people, to continue to listen to people who can tell you 1,000 different problems that's going on in the world around them, and you ask them, well, what are you doing about it? And they tell you nothing, because their hope and faith is that the government's going to fix it. Well, right now, I don't know if that's worth a cup of water. Take control of your life, build your own self-reliant insurance policy, and get prepared. Have a great weekend. Keep the faith. And most of all, don't forget to give thanks. Bravo Echo out. Thank you for checking out the Hope for Survival YouTube channel. If you are new to Hope for Survival, you can check out our books at our webpage. Book 1, which is Hope for Survival, Getting You Prepared for Disasters, and Book 2, Hope for Survival, The Mindset, are both available for order on the website. We also offer the Hope for Survival football stick, which is a memory stick set up as a digital filing cabinet with files already loaded on there for you to digitally copy items such as deeds, auto transcript for ownership, wills, living wills, loans, banking information, items that if your home burned down or you had some form of a disaster, you could have all of your important papers already digitally filed on this stick. All you do is simply drag the digital file into the appropriate preset folder so that you'll have it in the event of a disaster. You have to flee your home in a hurry, or also if you're away from home and you need critical information that's personal. If you have your memory stick with you, you can put it in your computer and pull that information up wherever you may be. Again, you can find these items to order at our website, https www.hopeforsurvival.com, or you can email me at preparedness101@protonmail.com, and I will try to help you out. Again, thanks for checking out the Hope for Survival YouTube channel. Hope to see you again.